Yo, what is going on, guys? On today's episode, the single mothers are asking where the men have gone. I don't know why a man would date a single mother, but I mean, here we are. The women are very confused about it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's get right into it.
So here's the one thing about dating a single mom. There are absolutely men out there that don't want to take on that responsibility, and that is called a preference. And they don't prefer to be with single moms, and that is respected. What I don't fucking respect are the men that come in and play as if they are okay with it, when in reality, they are not. They just say that so they can get what they want out of it. So can we make it a thing where if you don't want to be with a single mom, don't fucking date a single mom, don't fucking talk to a single mom, unless she says, I only want to get... then don't fucking talk to them. If they want a relationship and you don't want a relationship with a single mom, then you shouldn't be entertaining it. That is all. My TED Talk is done. But my TED Talk is over.
I'm going to be very honest here. At least this woman says, you know what, men, if they don't want single mothers, that's totally fine. But here's the thing, okay? The dudes who are only wanting one thing from you, it's not exactly difficult to spot, okay? Many of these women say, oh, men are just being deceptive. They only want one thing. When in reality, it is not hard to spot a man who is only interested in you for your body and not actually interested in a relationship. These women pretend like it's super complicated to spot when really it isn't.
I keep seeing this discourse on TikTok about single moms and dating single moms and who doesn't want to date single moms and, oh, you're not worthy and all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. As a former single mom of 2 kids with 2 baby daddies, I have the room to say what I'm about to say. Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller, 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 smaller. And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument. And that's a hard truth to swallow as a woman, that, hey, I made this decision thinking I trusted this person and wanted to have a family with this person and it didn't work out. And now because of that, there's like a whole group of men that don't even like see me as a dating. Yes. And that's just it. And as a former single mom, I had to come to terms with that. And that hurt. It hurt me that, hey, it's not my fault I'm a single mom. It doesn't matter. People need to understand that single moms also come with a lot of fucking baggage. It's not even just about, hey, you had a kid with another man, you already started a family, or you're used goods. It has nothing, there's so much more to why people don't want to date single moms.
This is absolutely true, by the way. Every extra child that you have by another man will shrink the group of men who will actually take you seriously. I don't know why this is so hard for these women to grasp, guys. Like, if you have children to another man, it is going to be harder for you to date, and honestly, you shouldn't even be dating in the first place.
The fucking baggage, the mental baggage, the emotional, physical, financial, there's so much fucking baggage. A lot of single moms come from abusive, fucked up, mentally, emotionally draining, traumatic relationships and aren't healed. And that in itself is baggage. Being abused is baggage. Trauma is baggage. All that stuff, trust issues, being cheated on, it's baggage. It's baggage. And a lot of us don't take the time to heal. A lot of us leave our abusers, our liars, our cheaters, our narcissists, and then we jump right back into the dating game. No therapy, no healing, no taking the time for ourselves to find ourselves, to get over what the fuck we went through. And then we take all that baggage and try to find a man to save us. And that's just not it. You shouldn't be looking at dating as a single mom as like a savior, or, hey, this person's going to bail me out or help me with these kids and we're going to be you should be dating for love. You should be dating to meet your partner. Now,
here's the thing about all of the issues that she just listed. I'm going to leave aside the fact that many women lie about these things, but in reality, what will happen is you will accrue a lot of baggage, and men do not want to date women with a lot of baggage. It is not very difficult to understand.
As a single mom, obviously, that's just something that you would understand, like, hey, if a man comes in my life, he's obviously going to step into a certain role, but you shouldn't be dating a man looking for a fucking bailout, a fucking savior. And that's how men see it. Especially when you have a lot of baggage and you're not healed, they always think, what are you dating for? Men can see when you're not healed. Men can see when you're vulnerable and traumatized. They see that. They know that. and they feed off of it, and they're like, well, I'm not going to take her serious because she's obviously still mentally fucked up from the last shit, and so she's definitely not looking for actually love. She's looking for somebody to fill the void, somebody to band-aid the hurt and fix the pain. She's not ready to actually open up and start a new connection with somebody. And that's what y'all don't understand. Men can see when a single mom is vulnerable. And then that's another thing. You guys open yourselves up to meet more abusers, predators, people who see you as a vulnerable single mom who needs help, and they pop in as saviors. These are the people who abuse your kids, abuse you. Like, it's just a whole lot of baggage, and it's too much for some people. Like, hey, I just want to date. I don't want to think so deeply into things. I don't want to have to worry about this and worry about that and make a relationship with this kid and that kid and this dad and that dad. Like, that's a lot for people. Why can't you guys understand that?
I find it interesting how in videos like this, guys, they always claim that men are just trying to take advantage of them, when in reality, I said earlier in the video, dudes who are only there for bedroom fun are really actually easy to spot. These women pretend it's super difficult and they say, oh, these men are just using me, they're not giving commitment, they lied, when at the end of the day, guys, they take no accountability for the men that they are selecting at all.
When I left my last and I was single, I wasn't looking for a man. I didn't think I needed a man. I think I needed fucking therapy and some fucking medication. But I ended up, meeting my man, and we've been together for almost 2 years. Beautiful relationship. I have an amazing man, but I was not prepared for it, to be honest. I was not prepared because I wasn't looking for a daddy for my kids. I was sustaining myself, paying my own bills, taking care of my own kids by myself. I didn't need a man. But some of y'all go out there and are like, oh, why does a man want to date us? Before you say that, make sure that you have done everything to heal from your last situation. You can sustain yourself. Like, men are looking at that shit. But this is only if you're worried about dating. Some women are not worried about dating. Some women leave their baby daddies and become single moms and ain't worried about no man. Ain't worried about keeping no man. Ain't worried about love or commitment or none of that. And that's good for you. This is specifically a message for women who are very worried about dating.
Paying her own bills and raising her own kids is exactly what you are supposed to do as an adult. Realistically, you're supposed to do it with a man that you select correctly beforehand. But of course, we don't typically talk about this, do we?
Another man or dating in general after having kids and leaving their last relationship with their children's father. When I got with my man, I used to tell him all the time, are you sure? Are you sure you want to date a single mom? I got 2 baby daddies, one weird one psychotic one. I'm good. Like, I don't need your money. I pay my own bills, whatever the case may be. I take care of my kids, all that. I got my own career. I got my own education. But are you sure? And for the first 6 months, I would always ask him, are you sure? Are you sure? We're 2 years in now. I'm pretty sure he's sure at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even I, as a single mom, always have to think, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because even I, not being delusional, but being self-aware, understand that this is a lot. This is a lot for somebody. Like, this is a lot for me, and it's my situation, and I'm going through it. So imagine. Because you have to think about it, too. If all this stuff as a single mom disturbs your peace and the baby daddy drama, and all, if it disturbs your peace, why do you think somebody else would want to join you on their peace being disturbed? That's another perspective to look at it, too. Because if it's like destroying and tearing up your life and has you constantly stressed out, if somebody's dating you, they're also going through all that drama with you.
I don't know why on earth this dude decided to actually take this woman seriously. Like, if you're a dude and you're signing up for a single mother with 2 difficult ex-fathers still in the picture, you perhaps need to have your mind checked, because that is absolutely insane.
Girls, if we all collectively decide to get off hen, then guys will have no option but to go to the bar and to approach people in person.
The thing that these women fail to realize is that the average man does not actually have a lot of choices, and men have actually chosen to not approach women for a different set of reasons entirely. They're actually very clueless when it comes to this, guys. Women just assume that all these dudes have so many options, when in reality it's a very small percentage, and the average woman has a bucket load of them. So at the end of the day, these women are just clueless.
Dating as a single mom is the most humbling experience you can ever have. I will die on that fucking hill. The men are just jarring.
She says dating as a single mother is the most humbling thing she has been through. At least this woman is honest, but here's the thing, guys. The reason why dating as a single mother is so damn difficult is because you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
I wanted to talk about something that's been, bugging me. So when you guys date a woman that has kids, do you men think oh, nah, this girl's looking for a dad for her kids? What do you guys think? Because let me tell you, I'm not looking for a dad for my kids. My kids have their dad. So please, like, get that out of your head. Like, that's nothing to do with why I'm talking to you. And you'll probably won't meet my kids until, like, I know we're, like, really serious. So I'm just really curious.
She insists her kids already have a father, so men can drop the assumption. Nobody was asking about the dad, though. They are asking who pays for all of it. That is the part that she does not want to hear.
So I saw a guy on here say no high value man wants a single mom. And my question is, why do y'all hate us so much? What did the single moms do to you for you guys to feel like we are just the bottom of the bottom? Like, God forbid I took care of my responsibilities instead of getting an abortion. Because, you know, it would have been easier for me to, just be like, let me go ahead and get rid of that because I'm not married. But I decided to go ahead and take care of my responsibilities. And yes, I could have married my child's father, but guess what? My mental health was dwindling trying to keep her in a two-parent household with somebody that was cheating on me all the time. The woman with no kids next to me could have 7 to 8 abortions under her sleeve. Does that mean she deserves a high-value man because she went to the abortion clinic 7 times? I mean, what is up with that? Because single moms are out here making it happen. You trying to say that we don't deserve love from a high-value man, whatever that really means? So we deserve to get the bottom of the bottom. We get the bottom of the barrel, man. Is that what you're trying to say?
Nobody she is answering used the word hate. They said preference, and she swapped one for the other on her own, and then she drags the terrible decisions that other women have made in to make herself look better by comparison. That is not how any of this works at all.
I think it's a bit strong to say that why do some men hate single mothers? I don't think hate is the right word. I think a lot of the sort of direct speech that you hear from men about single mothers is about the frustration. Because I'm old enough to remember single mothers had a different aura and attitude about them. They had an attitude of down to earth, of, hey, I know my situation isn't the best situation for a man, so I'm gonna have a more pleasant attitude. I'm gonna be more agreeable. I'm gonna be more this. I'm gonna be more that. It was just an understanding that yes, me already having kids is not the best situation that men would want, so I'm going to adjust in other areas to make up for that. That's out of the window now. You hear these videos, these confessionals from women, single mothers, talking about how they need to have this, and like just outrageous requests of standards. And it's like, but do you understand you are not at the top of the totem pole when we're talking about the dating market?
I absolutely agree with what this guy is saying. Frustration and perhaps preference and hate are not the same thing, and this guy says so pretty damn plainly. I find it funny how whenever a man has a preference, it's deemed as like hating women or something, when in reality it's just men having their own boundaries and standards, which, by the way, everyone should actually have.
It doesn't mean single mothers are terrible humans. It just means that if we were to line all the women up, and men had to rank them according to desirability, women who already have kids would not be at the top. That is just a fact. It is added work. The relationship is already hard without kids. Adding kids just add more pressure to the relationship dynamics. So it's not hatred. It is an understanding that, hey, this is not the best option for me. That's all it is. So hatred is the wrong word. And a lot of the critique of single mothers now is that your heads have blown up for some reason. Like when they say this, because I have the kid, my standards should be super high. No, actually no. Now, if you're talking about safety, you don't want anybody that has a record of this and that would indicate any sort of child issues. I get that. But no, your income level should not be high. Your height, you should not have a height requirement. You shouldn't have a weight requirement. A man who's willing to come in and play stepfather to your kids Understand, in that dynamic, he's definitely the prize.
He ranks people by desirability and drops himself right into the ranking too. He admits a woman with kids would not top an honest list, and he admits the man who takes that role is bringing the most to it. Blunt, but he is not pretending that he is above it all. Fair play for owning where he sits as well.
I don't care what nobody say. I feel like men that ain't got no kids, they be the problem. Because y'all be sitting up all day, every day, trying to talk down on single moms and trying to bash them and trying to make it seem like don't nobody want no single mom, because y'all are frustrated about the fact that these chicks with no kids don't want y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't pull your preference, you cannot take out your frustration on all women. It's not single mom's fault that your preference don't want you. If the chicks you want don't want you, that's a personal issue. You need to stop trying to take that out on everybody else.
This woman pins it all on childless men and calls their frustration a personal problem. So any guy who is not interested is just broken now. How convenient is that, by the way?
And y'all be wanting single moms to be bitter and not to have nobody because y'all mad about the fact that they never chose you. Like, your mindset is unhealed. It's plenty of people out here that have kids. That's a normal part of life. Just because you're not going to date a single mom, or just because, you know, they didn't choose you first, does not mean that they're going to be bitter and have a miserable life just because you're mad that they didn't choose you first. That's weird. Like, you just want these women to be miserable and not have nobody because you're mad because they never chose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unhealed. Go level up and get your stuff together and find you a chick that ain't got no kids. Go meet the women expectations so that you can actually pull your preference and stop trying to get a whole bunch of men, weird men, to agree with you so you can feel some type of way about the fact that you're unhealed, that these women have never chose you. Like, y'all are weird. You don't have to date a single mom.
Telling men to level up and go find a woman without kids is advice they were already taking. In fact, a lot of guys were deciding to either do that or just leave the country entirely, or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, men are not mad at single mothers. They are just not interested in dating you. I don't know how hard it is to understand this.
Somebody begged to take me on a date, and it needed to be ASAP. Scheduled it for tomorrow. Found somebody to watch my daughter. Just canceled on me.
One cancelled babysitter and the evening is gone. That is the scheduling roulette any guy dating her signs up for. No thank you.
I have officially decided to stop dating or stop trying to date as a mother. Like, shit's exhausting. Trying to figure out schedule, planning out dates, organize sitters. Things don't work out. Can't find sitters. I'm just like, it's just another thing on the schedule, on the plate. Your girl is done. I'm done. I'd rather be single. Fuck it.
So this single mother is quitting dating now. She's saying, you know, she wastes too much time. There's canceled plans and the sitters are an issue and everything. This is why you shouldn't be dating as a single mother. That's first of all. And second of all, it's interesting that these women always choose dudes who cancel the plans on them. It's almost like the dudes are not actually interested. And maybe you should go for the, albeit shrinking, pools of men who are actually interested in you.
So, I was on Raya the other day, and it was really no big deal because me and this guy only exchanged like 2 messages. And then he followed me on Instagram. And then like 2 seconds after that, he messaged me and he's like, out of respect for both people in this conversation, like, it's not going to go any further. Congratulations on being a mother, but I'm only interested in starting a family of my own. Like, nice getting to know you. So obviously he's not my husband. But then I'm thinking, like, is this what men think? Like, they don't want to, like, be a part of somebody else's child's life? Or is that just what, like, the insecure men think? Like, the bitchy men? But then it made me sad because I'm like, is this what the problem is? Not that she's a problem. Obviously, she's the best thing about me. The men are the problem. But, like, I just want to know.
He told her in 2 messages that he wants his own kids and then wished her well. That is about as honest and upfront as a guy can be. And then she turns around and calls him insecure for it. Apparently, honesty only counts when the answer is the one that she wanted.
Let's talk about something. If you as a man don't have kids, what is the reason to date a single mom? What is the logical reasoning? What is the thought process? What is the reason that you would risk so much to date a single mom? The number one advice that I hear women telling other women is not to date broke men, right? But the equivalent of a woman dating a broke man is dating a single mom. But in my opinion, it's worse, because dating a single mom it comes with more to lose. You could date a man that has great potential, he has a great head on his shoulder, he has great values, he has great morals, and he has goals and he's ambitious, but he's just in the process where he's working to build that for himself. Everyone starts off somewhere, but women will still refuse to date broke men, right, as they say, because they want the success of it at the end, because they want to be there in the good times, not the hard times with that man. So I don't understand why a man would purposely put himself in a hard time by dating a single mom. You have so much more to lose.
A woman actually taking the men's side for once, asking what a childless guy really gets out of dating a single mother here. She even admits it is the same thing women get told about broke guys. Then she cannot come up with much of an answer to her own question. Still, it's interesting to hear a woman ask it at all. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.